Hey, what is up, guys, and welcome back to the FCS Football channel. And today we are back with another watch along. Today we've got the Manchester United versus Chelsea game that we are, well, that's the game we're covering. Of course, we do have the team news for you today. So for Manchester United, it is David De Gea in goal, Diogo Dalot, Rafael Varan, Lisandro Martinez and Luke Shaw make up the back four. Casemiro starts alongside Christian Eriksen in a midfield double pivot. And then it's a front four of Anthony, Bruno Fernandes, Jadon Sancho and Marcus Rashford. So, Fred aside, it is the same team that started against Spurs last time out. And, I mean, Fred might feel a little bit hard done by to be dropped, but I'm not sure you can complain too much. Christian Eriksen is Christian Eriksen after all. He is an absolutely unbelievable player, and it's hard to keep him on the bench, isn't it? When it comes to Chelsea, if we quickly load their team up. There we go. So for them, it is Kepa Arrizabalaga, it's Trevor Chalobah, Thiago Silva, and what's his name? Mark Cucurella, that's it. Cesar Azpilicueta, Ruben Loftus-Cheek, Jorginho and Ben Chilwell make up a midfield, or a four across the midfield, we'll say. And then Mason Mount, Raheem Sterling and Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang make up a front three for the home side. Now, if we flick it over to the league table, you can see how much this game means for both sides. Now, Chelsea, if they win today, they will go level on points with Spurs, having played the same amount of games. Obviously, goal difference would still see them below, but a win would take them level. For Manchester United, if a win today would take us above Chelsea in the league and into the top four, and 1 point off of Tottenham with the same amount of games played. Now, an interesting stat in regards to Chelsea and particularly Raheem Sterling coming into this game is Raheem Sterling in 23 games against Manchester United is yet to score. He has never scored against Manchester United in 23 games. And that's obviously when he's played for two of the best teams, or well, Manchester United's two biggest rivals in Liverpool and Manchester City. Let's hope we can keep him quiet again today and just shut out Manchester City. Sorry, Chelsea, not Manchester City. And we can go and win this game. Hello. It's Diwali in India. Lights. Wishing our boys just 3 goals. I mean, is it Happy Diwali? Is that... I don't know what the kind of the phrasing is. But I hope you have a good Diwali. I don't know kind of the traditions of it all, but I hope you have a good Diwali, I guess. And I agree. Let's hope Manchester United can bring it today and get the 3 points that we desperately need, and kind of break into the top 4. Yes, that's great. Good. I'm glad I got it right for one. I got it right. I got something right. But I mean, looking at this game, I mean, obviously, if you guys want to get your predictions into the live chat, we can get those written down. I load up the predictions. So obviously, you said hoping that we get 3 goals. Is that your prediction then? Are you predicting we'll get 3 goals, or is that just an optimistic hope for the best sort of thing? I'm gonna go 2-0. But I mean, I think this is going to be a good game. I think obviously, if you look at the Chelsea side that starts today, now I'm not 100% sure whether that will be exactly how Chelsea kind of line up. It could quite easily be a 3-5-2 with Sterling and Aubameyang up top, with Mason Mount as a number 10. However, I imagine this is how it's going to line up, and it's essentially the exact same kind of way in which Graham Potter set up his Brighton team opening day of the season, with Cucurella as a left wing back, joining the attack. Ben Chilwell, obviously that was, I believe it was Trossard. Yeah, it might have been Solly March actually, pushing forward as kind of a winger, and then obviously your front three becoming forwards. It's dangerous, and obviously it really did us over. Opening day, beat us, was it 2-0? So we have to be our best game, because these players are better than the Brighton players. So we have to be careful. We have to watch out. But we can beat this Chelsea team. We showed against Tottenham midweek that at our best we can beat most teams in the Premier League and some of the best teams. So bit of confidence. We can beat them. We can beat them. Today when Alba would be in a Martinez pocket. Everybody goes into Lissandro's pocket. The guy is unreal. Lissandro Martinez is so good. The way he just back pockets teams is a joke. So 3-0 United. Solid shout. Let's hope. 2-0, 3-0. I'm happy with them. As long as we don't lose, I'm alright. As long as we don't lose, I'm alright. Rashi, Anthony, and Bruno, the goals. I would take that. I've got Rashford in my fantasy team, so a Rashford goal would be absolutely lovely. It really would be. I mean, how's everyone I mean, do you guys do fantasy? If so, how are you getting on this week? I think I got 29 points from like 3 players. Quite good. Bonus points will come as well. They're showing us opening day. Yeah, 29 points. With from 3 players. So Haaland 20, Salah 2, Trossard 7, and Haaland's getting 3 bonus points. Trossard just misses out on bonus points. That's tough. That's tough shit. Oh, well, actually, he misses out by quite a margin. De Bruyne, Bernardo Silva, and Edison are all above between Haaland and Trossard. So you weren't that close to getting bonus points after all. It's a real shame. But like I say, Rashford, if you can get a goal today, obviously it's a big game for Marcus Rashford. Really, look at the Manchester United bench today. If we go over to this screen, look at that Manchester United bench. Tom Heaton, Lindelof, Malacia, McTominay, Fred, Iqbal, Alanga, Garnacho, and Palestri. None of them are players you look at and think change the game from an attacking standpoint by bringing those on. Especially that front line. I don't look at Alanga, Garnacho, or Palestri and think, yeah, they should come on today. Which is a bit of a worry. Obviously, Cristiano Ronaldo needed to be punished for what he did. However, it does put us in a position where if that front 4 isn't playing well and doesn't play well, the options off the bench are very poor. That being said, Alanga, when he started against Liverpool, I thought Alanga played well against Liverpool in the opening 45. Teddy was subbed off for Martial. So maybe he's an option. However, still not ideal, is it? It's not ideal. But it is what it is. It's a test for this group of players, and I think this is probably, to be fair, our best team, more or less. Maybe when Martial's fit, I'd say you put Martial in, and you probably drop Sancho based on current form. But it's either him or Rashford we get dropped for Martial, and for me that would be our best team. However, based on Martial currently being injured, this is the best team I think we've got available, and hopefully we can do the business. I don't mind any subs post 70 minutes if we play like we played against Spurs. The performance against Spurs is the kind of the standard now we have to play to. We can't play any worse than that. That is how we have to look to play. Every game we look back to that Spurs game and we must say, right, that is how well we can play. That is the level of this group of players. It's got to be that every week. And if we do that today, I think we can win it. We can and we will win this game. In terms of how we will look in game, of course, the kind of the aim will be kind of getting this to this 2-3-5 shape without the ball. So with the ball, sorry, when we're on the attack, with Anthony and Sancho staying wide. Eriksen pushing it out from the midfield double pivot into the front line alongside Bruno Fernandes, with Casemiro sitting, allowing Luke Shaw and Diogo Dalot to invert at times to kind of make that into a midfield three, with of course Varan and Lisandro Martinez just kind of as a two central defenders, and David De Gea has to be willing to come out and sweep, calm on the ball and find the two centre backs. And at times when the fullbacks do go wide, especially out when we lose the ball, and as soon as we win it back, get the ball out wide, and then we can start playing. That's how we beat Spurs. That's how Erik ten Hag wants this team to play, and I think the players are very much suited to and able to play like that. It's a very, very good group of players, intelligent group of players as well, especially in this kind of six. And as such, I expect a good performance, really, against, like I say, and what is going to be a very strong Chelsea side, and a Chelsea side that we know, in a sense, has Manchester United's number, given the success Graham Potter has had over Manchester United at Brighton in his last few games against us. Opening day of the season being obviously a key example. Yes, that's true. Seeing Scousers losing this weekend with Arsenal still having a game in hand, we can't take any other results apart from 3 points. The defence will surely contain. Just want Rashi firing. Look, it's a big game. It's an important game. And we are more than capable of winning the game. And that should always be the aim. Of course it should. For me, it's not good. Like I say, it's not going to be an easy game. But United should be looking to win it. And that is the ultimately what has to be the aim. I think Kepa Arrizabalaga, obviously he starts for Chelsea today. He has been in great form for Chelsea in recent weeks. That being said, it is Kepa. We know Kepa has a mistake in him at times. We know Kepa's not necessarily a keeper that has performed at a really high level for Chelsea since Maurizio Sarri was there. Long range, he has struggled. So it'll be interesting to see how he gets on today. Obviously, a big reason why Kepa has been preferred over the likes of Edouard Mendy is because of his ability on the ball with his feet. He's a much better kind of on the ball keeper than Edouard Mendy, and that's why Kepa's got his place in the first team. And it's all about, can we kind of test Kepa and see if we can kind of force a mistake from him, because as I say, he's a goalkeeper that at times has been mistake prone. He's always had problems with dealing with efforts from range. And I think you look at the Manchester United team today. Not Diogo Dalot, Christian Eriksen, Bruno Fernandes, Marcus Rashford, Casemiro can all hit him from range and potentially catch out what is, like I say, a mistake-prone goalkeeper. But look, that's just kind of, there's no guarantees of that, but we'll have to wait and find out. Obviously, kickoff is in about 15 minutes time. If you are enjoying the stream, please do hit that like button below and subscribe if you are new and you haven't already. That would be greatly appreciated. And please do share the stream with your friends, your family, and on your socials, and help to grow the community. That would be greatly appreciated. I desperately need a penalty as Chelsea will man mark Rashford, Bruno, Sancho, and Anthony. I think Chelsea will try and play in the front foot. The difference between this Chelsea team and Brighton is, and I mean this in the nicest way to Brighton. Brighton are Brighton. Brighton are never gonna play against Man United and try and play on the front foot. And in a set, they're all to a certain extent, they're always going to be cautious, and they're always going to try and defend first, and then kind of counter in transitions. And if I go to the Brighton game at the start of this season, where we lost 2-1, that can be seen. 63% of possession, but we all, for those of you who watched the game and remember the game, Brighton were the better team and they deserved to win that game comfortably. And that's because Brighton were happy to kind of give away the ball and, like I say, have their moments in transitions, attack us. Now, they won't do that this year. This Chelsea team don't kind of have that, can't really do that. I mean, if we go back to last season as well, the same happened when we lost to them 4-0 last season at the Amex. Chelsea, you can't, not Thomas Tuchel, Graham Potter will have to set up differently because he's at Chelsea now. Chelsea won't sit back and defend and let the opposition have the ball for 90 minutes. That won't happen because Chelsea fans won't allow that, and Chelsea are too big of a club to allow that to happen. So we are going to see a Chelsea team that will try and play on the front foot a little bit more, which might help play into Manchester United's advantage, especially with the likes of Marcus Rashford on the counter-attack. But to me, I go back to what I said when we played Liverpool, when we played Arsenal, when we played Man City. To me, this game it's all about getting to the 60th minute and still being in the game. If you're winning, brilliant. But don't lose the game in the opening 20 minutes and go 2-0 down trying to win it too early. As long as it's still 0-0 or it's 1-0 to United, come the 60th minute, brilliant. Because you're in the game and then you can go for a little bit more. But don't lose it too early. Premier League is dead. Go to the Championship and look at the table. Blackburn second with 7 losses and Middlesbrough 21st with 7 losses. I mean, I don't know if that's the real. I don't know if that kind of shows the standard, how good the standard of the championship is. I'd argue that isn't that a reason why championship is maybe not great. I mean, the Premier League this year is pretty competitive. We go over to the league table. Arsenal are top. And, I mean, does anyone expect Arsenal to stay top? Then we got Man City, 26 points. They're playing an extra game on Arsenal. Tottenham, 23. Chelsea, 20. With a game in hand. So they win their game in, let's say, theoretically, well, we'll say United, because it's nicer. Obviously, we're here for United. United win their game in hand over whoever it is. So we'll say today, for argument's sake. United win today. We go up to 22 points. We're then 4 points off Man City. That's competition. That's competitive. So, I think for once, the Premier League is actually looking competitive and makes a change, because so often we see, or at this point, somebody's already running away with it. Usually Man City. So it makes a pleasant change. 2 or 3-2. You're gonna need to just stick with one, Tom. For now, I'll put 2-2 down for you, but you're gonna have to. You can't stick with both. So we are about 5 minutes away from kickoff. If you are enjoying the stream, please do hit that like button below and subscribe if you are new and you haven't already. That would be greatly appreciated. And please do get involved in the live chat and get your score predictions in. So I've gone for 2-0 Manchester United. I don't know how to pronounce your name. I've said this before. Karthik has gone 3-0 United, and Tom has gone for 2-2. If we win, we'll go 4th and 1 point behind Spurs. Who do we have after Chelsea? I think that you're bang on about the table. You're bang on the table, and I'm not sure who we have after Chelsea. Actually, we have Sheriff, don't we? Yeah, we have Sheriff, and then we have West Ham. We have West Ham. That is going to be an interesting game. West Ham. That's a shitter. I'm looking at, yeah, West Ham will be a tough game. I'm just looking at our fixtures. I don't think I'm going to be able to do a watch along for the Real Sociedad game, which is a real piss take. Because I've got a dentist appointment on the 3rd. And I think that's at 3 o'clock. And as such, I will not be back here, back at uni, in time for it. I need to double check that. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna be able to do it. What I really don't get why are United playing at 5:45? Why are Man United playing Europa League games at 5:45? It's a joke. Put them on at 8 o'clock. The Sheriff game's at 8. Oh, that would have been fine. But no, we have to play bloody Real Sociedad at 5:45 on a Thursday. What a joke. What a pain in the arse. So yeah, we are about 5 minutes away from kickoff. What we can do is quickly we can run through the all the results from earlier on while we wait for the games to start, or this game to start. Do you think we'll win against West Ham? The thing is with United is United are always capable. I always think, and I hope it's slowly going to change under Ten Hag, but United are far too inconsistent. We are far too happy with playing brilliantly one game and then being terrible the next. So, depending on what Man United team turn up, will be the difference between us winning the game and losing the game. We play anywhere near our best we can beat, and we should beat West Ham. But yeah, so quickly to go through the games earlier on today. So Nottingham Forest and Liverpool played in the early kickoff. Nottingham Forest beat Liverpool, which is absolutely fantastic. That is great, isn't it? So we've put a little bit of space between us and Liverpool, especially if we can win again today. Everton beat Crystal Palace 3-0, and Man City beat Brighton 3-1 in the 2 3 o'clock kickoffs. I mean, look, I've always been a fan of getting rid of the 3 PM blackout anyway, but what is the point of the 3 PM blackout when we've got 2 3 PM games today, 2 of them? Like, just put the games on telly. And then tomorrow we've got 1, 2, 3. We've got 4 2 o'clock kickoffs tomorrow. Only one of them are on TV. All of those games could be and should be on telly. But instead, they're not. We've got stupid. It is stupid. I am watching it on Sky, yes. So to go through the teams. So for Chelsea, the home side. I've got it on Sky Go. So for the home side, it is Kepa in goal. Trevor Chalobah, Thiago Silva, and Cucurella make up a back 3. Azpilicueta, Ruben Loftus-Cheek, Jorginho, and Ben Chilwell make up a midfield 4, with Mason Mount, Raheem Sterling, and Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang leading the line for the home side. For the visitors, De Gea in goal, Diogo Dalot, Rafael Varane, Lisandro Martinez, and Luke Shaw in a back 4. Christian Eriksen and Casemiro play in a midfield double pivot, with Anthony, Bruno Fernandes, Jadon Sancho all behind the number 10, Marcus Rashford, for Manchester United today. Tom Heaton, Victor Lindelof, Tyrell Malacia, Fred, Palestri, Alanga, McTominay, Garnacho, and Zidane Iqbal all make the bench for United today. Come on, let's get this game going. Before we get underway, if you are enjoying the stream, please do hit that like button below and subscribe if you are new and you haven't already. Helps get this number going up and up and up. And please do share the stream as well. That would be greatly appreciated, and of course means a lot and helps to grow the community. See you at half time, Tom, mate. Right, go on then. Let's be having you. Big game for this United side, particularly for me, for Marcus Rashford. He's been playing really well, but a big statement has been made by dropping Cristiano Ronaldo, not even just from the starting 11, but from the squad for this game. It's now up to Marcus Rashford to prove that we don't need Cristiano Ronaldo, and Ten Hag made the right call. Come on. That's Stuart Atwell, the referee. That doesn't give me any sort of confidence. I don't think he's very good. To be fair, all Premier League referees aren't good, so it doesn't actually matter, does it? And away we go here at Old Trafford. At Stamford Bridge. Bruno Fernandes got us kicked away. And Varan has it to Lisandro Martinez. Back to Varan. Martinez. And the lineup is exactly how it is on the screen in terms of Chelsea. Diogo Dalot driving inside, loses it to Loftus-Cheek, who goes back into Chalobah. And Kepa will go long, looking for Chilwell. Diogo Dalot wins it. It's out for a throw-in for Chelsea. So the timer is now all synced up. So if you want to sync up your game timers with mine, please feel free. That is the best way to kind of watch these streams if you are watching the game at the same time. So when you see Ben Chilwell grab the ball, it's now showing a Sancho fight. Well, Bruno Fernandes pick it up, pass it back to De Gea. I'm also seeing it. So just if I'm commentating over it and when I scream that we score, then it won't be too early and it won't be too late. You get the picture. Sterling into Aubameyang. Ruben Loftus-Cheek driving forward. Good interception from Dalot. But Raheem Sterling has it. De Gea's appealing for offside. And it is offside. Chelsea looking dangerous as the opening 2 minutes can go. Chelsea looking a little bit dangerous. I tell you what, don't know why the Sterling stopped because it was very close. Could quite have easily been onside there. But here comes Luke Shaw driving down the line into Sancho. Azpilicueta with a strong challenge. And it's out for a United throw. Azpilicueta is not happy with that decision. Eriksen quickly takes a throw in. And it's back into Lisandro Martinez. He goes across to Rafael Varan. Dalot. With a shocking pass. But can Luke Shaw keep it on? No, he can't. Not what we want to see there from Diogo Dalot. Just kind of throwing away the possession. And Haag, he shakes his head. He's not happy with that. Oh, wait. 2-0 Chelsea. Is that your prediction then? It's not a prediction I like to see. Thank you, DJ. Thank you. You beat me to it. Feel well. I'll tell you what. I don't think many people were going to kick the link. I don't think we're the correct demographic. But Cucurella's going to take a free kick. I'm not sure who was fouled and who by. But Cucurella gives it into Jorginho, who goes back into Kepa. Kepa goes long. Varan wins the first ball. Chilwell wins the second. And Chelsea have it. And he runs it out. Nearly taking out Ten Hag in the process, mate. You're chatting. I'm currently on the site. Legit, I'm a player now. The new Tinder swindler, I reckon. You're about to get some mad girls. Varan goes down the line to to Anthony, sorry. Anthony saying he's been fouled, but it's only going to be a throw-in. Chilwell will take. Jorginho into Loftus-Cheek. Bruno Fernandes, good tackle. And you can see Chelsea are trying to play on the front foot here, as you expect from Chelsea at their own gaff. You go looking for Sterling down the line. Diogo Dalot does well against him. Can we just get it down the line? Dalot goes down, but Loftus-Cheek's won it. That for a throw into United. It's a big game for Diogo Dalot. Up against Raheem Sterling. I'm a big fan of Sterling. I think he's really, really good. We've seen Wan-Bissaka in the past completely shut down Raheem Sterling in a City shirt. An opportunity for Diogo Dalot to do the same, but this time against Sterling in a Chelsea shirt. As Luke Shaw has it and brings it forward here for United. Into Sancho, back to Shaw. He goes into Lisandro Martinez. Varan. Back to Martinez. Casemiro, nice turn. And just lovely ball. Out to Anthony, who tries to take on Ben Chilwell here. Chilwell does really well defensively. As that for a throw-in for Chelsea. I mean, that's kind of what we want to see from Anthony there. We want to see him taking Ben Chilwell on and really having a go at him. But it was good defending from the English left back. I'll tell you what, the battle of the left backs will be quite interesting today. Obviously, both Chilwell and Luke Shaw will both be looking to try and be that number one for England come the World Cup. Neither of them kind of have a place in that England team locked down. Luke Shaw definitely should do, in my opinion. However, Gareth Southgate seems to like trying other stuff. Like he played Bukayo Saka at left wing back against, was it Germany? He's played Trippier at left back multiple times. Here comes Aubameyang. It's an awful ball across goal though, and it's out for a throw-in to United. So Ben Chilwell and Luke Shaw from now up until the World Cup both need to try and stay fit, most importantly, and play well. Make sure they are on the plane to Qatar. And they are in the team. We have a throw in, Luke Shaw. The ref's telling him to hurry up. He finds Bruno, looks to flick it on. Ruben Loftus-Cheek gets a block in. Mount has it. Good defending from Lisandro Martinez. It's out for a goal kick. 8 minutes played, or just under 8 minutes played. Chelsea, the better team so far. But that's okay. United are going to grow into it. Lisandro Martinez takes the goal kick. Just rolls it into De Gea, who walks forward with it. Both centre-backs are split. Good to see. De Gea into Lisandro Martinez. So calm on the ball, Lisandro Martinez. Here is De Gea. It's a poor ball, but we win it back with Eriksen here. Moves it to Casemiro. Finds Bruno. Eriksen finds Luke Shaw. This is a great play from United. We've broken the press. And Luke Shaw shoots! Just wide of the back post. It's a good effort from Luke Shaw. And it's just wide of that back stick. United looking dangerous there. Our first real attack. Our first real thingy forward. Can't think of the word. Well, yeah. First time really going forward. And Luke Shaw just dreading a shot wide of the back stick. It's not a bad effort from the Englishman. But it is wide of Kepa's post. And Chelsea will look to try and play out from the back here. Aspilicueta. Driving down the line. Jorginho. Into Chalobah. Goes across to Kepa. Chalobah. Jorginho. Kepa. Not Kepa. Aspi. Looking down the line. But it's gone and it's out for a throw-in for United. On the halfway line. Luke Shaw will take it. Sancho, Shaw. Poor pass from Marcus Rashford. And here comes Chelsea. Potentially good tackle from Casemiro. He is such a good player, Casemiro. So good. On the ball, he has his deficiencies, and we all know that. But I can't remember who I was talking about. Who was I talking about? Completely lost my train of thought. Casemiro, yeah. There we go. On the ball, he might not be the best player in the world. But winning it And kind of just as a defender, he must be one of the best in the world. If not the best in the world. And there he is again, winning the ball. And here is Varan driving forward and finds the ball out wide to Anthony. Chelsea on the recover, chasing back. Here is Anthony into Ericsson. Reverse pass into Diogo Dalot. Dalot finds Bruno Fernandes. Out wide to Anthony. Cucurella is out. So is Jorginho. They're 2v1. Bruno Fernandes looks back for Anthony. Can Anthony get the cross in? No, we go back into Bruno, who comes out and finds Casemiro. He'll recycle it into Lisandro Martinez. Back to Casemiro. Will he go out wide? No, it's out for a throw into United. Good play there from United. Just keeping the ball, winning a throw in a situation where we were kind of running out of options. A little bit more urgency maybe when we have that ball in the front line. Try and get that cross in a little bit earlier through either Anthony or Diogo Dalot. But generally, United dealt with it well, keeping the ball. That's the most important thing at the moment for United. Like I said at the start of the game, it's all about just stopping, being in the game, staying in the game for as long as possible. And obviously that's going to give you the best chance of winning a game like this rather than trying to win it too early. Win the game in the 90th minute rather than trying to win it in the first and losing it. Here is Bruno into Anthony, who shoots. Good save by Kepa. It was a save you expect your goalkeeper to make, but he got down well and pushes it wide, and it's out for a corner for United. I mean, I don't think a corner is really plays to our advantage because we don't have many tall lads. And that being said, do Chelsea? Ruben Loftus-Cheek's pretty tall, but apart from that, I don't think they've got many. Ball comes into the box, and I'm not quite sure what's really happened there. Cameras are panning to Chalobah. We'll see it again. So we went short to Jadon Sancho on the edge. We put the great cross in. I think Jorginho, might have got something on the header. It was Loftus-Cheek. And there were slight appeals for a handball. But somehow United weren't given a corner. What's going on there? Azpilicueta is surging forward. Out wide to Mason Mount, who will get the cross in. Good defending from Rafael Varan. He slides in and gets there. If not, it was a simple tapping for Aubameyang at the back post. We'll see it here again. Mason Mount got it out wide. It's a great ball in. And Rafael Varan just slides in and puts it out for a corner. Good defending from the Frenchman. That's why he's played for some of the best teams in well, not just the world. He was part of one of the best teams in history, you'd have to say. With that Real Madrid team that obviously won the Champions League 3 times back-to-back. As Sterling has it now. Delivers into the box. Into the back stick. Dealt with by United. Cucurella with a poor touch. And he has to go all the way back to Kepa in his own half. Who goes long looking for Loftus-Cheek. Dalot wins it and finds Christian Eriksen. Eriksen with a poor pass. Thiago Silva will pick it up and gives it to Jorginho. Sterling. Loftus-Cheek. Out to Chilwell. Calm. A bit of calmness required here for Manchester United. Nothing silly. Runs it across well. Good play from the Frenchman. If you guys are enjoying the stream, please do hit that like button below and subscribe if you are new and you haven't already. That would be greatly appreciated. We are 15 minutes into this game and it is still Manchester United 0, Chelsea 0. As Ben Chilwell puts the ball into the box, United do clear it and Chalobah picks it up. He goes out wide looking for Azpilicueta. Not the greatest of balls out wide, but Azpilicueta does bring it under. Finds Mount. Bruno Fernandes trying to knock it past Chalobah, but can't. United win it back here. Here is Christian Eriksen. To Casemiro. Back to Eriksen. Casemiro. The great ball out to Anthony from Casemiro there. Up against Cucurella here. Good defending from Cucurella. Forcing Anthony back. Varan can go across to Lisandro Martinez. He finds Eriksen. Anthony. Out wide to Dalot. Not the greatest from Dalot there, but Anthony has it. And finds Dalot again. Varan. Martinez. Here is Bruno Fernandes. He's turned. He's trying to slot through Sancho. And here he is. Jadon Sancho. Bruno. Come and get the shot away. Get the shot away. Bloody hell. That's poor from United. I think there, Jadon Sancho should shoot. He gets the ball from Bruno Fernandes. He's 1v1 with Azpilicueta. I think I look at that and think Sancho can cuts. If he cuts in now, he can get the shot away. But when it falls to Bruno, I expect him to shoot as well. Or maybe even Luke Shaw. Any one of them could have shot. But none of them do. And it's just an opportunity wasted there for United. You've got to test the keeper. You've got to test the keeper. Thiago Silva goes across to Chalobah. Back to Thiago Silva into Kepa. Kepa chips it over to Cesar Azpilicueta. Jorginho. Thiago Silva goes back into Chalobah. Knock it around the back line here, Chelsea. Thiago Silva. United there, you can see trying to cut off the lanes as the ball goes back into De Gea, and he'll go long looking for Rashford, but Jorginho wins the header. Casemiro brought it down but can't keep hold of it, and Chelsea have it here. Jorginho far too easy and allowed to drive forward. Finds Sterling. Back to Cucurella. He's forcing Chelsea back here, United. So that's a good thing as Thiago Silva goes looking for Azpilicueta. It's an awful ball though. And it's out for a United goal kick. Let off there for United. And Reece James looks fucking ridiculous. Why has Reece James gone for the Minecraft grass block haircut? Not a good look, Reece. Not a good look. As De Gea launches it long. Rashford can't win the first ball. Casemiro picks it up, goes out wide. Anthony finds Dalot. Anthony. Dalot. Eriksen goes over the top, looking for Bruno Fernandes, who takes it down, but has to cut back inside. Finds Casemiro into Anthony again. Bruno. Finds Luke Shaw. Sancho's offered himself out wide and he goes into him. Eriksen. Too many players there for me trying to come to the ball. And it closes off the options, obviously. So there you kind of need to trust Sancho in that situation to find you. But he had 4 or 5 players all running to him, as well as obviously then the Chelsea players who are following their man. So you end up having Jadon Sancho just completely closed down, and then you can't really do much because everybody just standing in that one kind of zone. As Thiago Silva has it now. Walking forward here for Chelsea. Cross to Cucurella. Kepa. Tips it forward. Azpilicueta wins the header. Casemiro will pick it up though. Into Anthony. Anthony looks for the ball up wide to Jadon Sancho. It's not a good ball. Sancho, did he just keep it in? Not sure what happened. I don't know. What's the call. Is it offside? Why am I just looking at Jadon Sancho? Let me know what's going on. It went out for a goal kick. Kepa goes short into Thiago Silva. Chalobah. Looks to try and go down the line, but Luke Shaw wins it. Here is Sancho. Finds Casemiro. Mason Mount all over him there and gives away a free kick. Good play there from Casemiro. He had nowhere to really go, so then wins the free kick. Very good. Very, very good. Kind of play there, I guess. I didn't mean to delete that message. Ignore that. My computer all right? I don't really know what's just happened there. Hopefully it's all right. Here is Bruno. Cross to Luke Shaw. Back to Bruno Fernandes. Out wide. Jadon Sancho. Rashford. Back to Sancho. Bruno. Out wide to Anthony. Good touch. We need this win, especially after Liverpool lost. Yeah, I mean, we just saw the league table there. Pick up back over to it. Liverpool, obviously, losing today means whatever happens, we have a 3-point gap to them. But if we win today, that 3-point gap can be extended to 6 points. That's comfort for you. That is comfort. As United have a free kick here. As I said earlier, Kepa in the past has been slated for his ability at dealing with efforts from range. This is a great opportunity to test him. Christian Eriksen, Bruno Fernandes and Marcus Rashford could hit it. Bruno stepped away. It looks like it will be Rashford. It is Rashford. It's come off of a Chelsea player. And Mason Mount will just get there before it goes out for a corner. And Chelsea can clear it. I like we are playing so far. Just need to shoot more instead of passing left or right. Yeah, I think we're playing quite well. Like I said earlier, there was a chance where Sancho, Bruno or Luke Shaw all could have shot and they all passed. And eventually Luke Shaw's pass back to Sancho was offside. And I thought that at that moment, one of you just get the shot away, test the keeper. It's one of the oldest phrases in the book, but test the goalkeeper. Just kind of like, because as I said, Kepa, while he's been good in recent weeks, especially since Graham Potter's come in, we know Kepa has a mistake in him. We know that for a fact. So test him. If it doesn't go in, then it doesn't go in. But at least it's something. It's better than just giving a poor pass that gives the ball away or getting tackled. At least it's something. Something could come from it. And obviously, if you look at the Spurs game, that's how our first goal came. The Fred shot is nothing more than just really a shot to test the keeper. And it takes a deflection and goes in. As United have a corner here, Eriksen goes short to Jadon Sancho on the edge, to Marcus Rashford, into Bruno Fernandes. Looks for the back heel to Rashford, but Cucurella does well. Luke Shaw wins the ball. And here is Bruno Fernandes, edge of the box. Can you get the shot away? Finds Anthony. Looks for the ball into the box. It's a poor one, though. And there's what I mean from Kepa. Little mistake. It's out for a corner. He tries to, does he try and catch it? Or stop the ball and instead just punches it out? Yeah, he tries to catch it, but instead he just kind of punches it out for another corner for United. Another chance for United to try something new. Go on then, Christian. What you got in your locker? Go short into Bruno Fernandes. Back to Christian Eriksen. Into Jadon Sancho. Sancho finds Anthony. Pulls it back. I'm not sure who he was looking for there. But it's cleared by Chelsea. And yeah, I agree. We are wasting opportunities. Just test the keeper. From one of them, we saw, I think it was from probably our first corner. Jadon Sancho whipped the ball in from across. And it caused a bit of, well, obviously it didn't ended a chance or whatever. But like Chelsea didn't deal with it brilliantly. And I just think maybe just try and get the shot away. Sancho, do this kind of the same routine as we did first time. But instead, get Jadon Sancho, instead of trying to put the cross into the box, get him to get a shot away. Dalot into Rashford. Back to Dalot. Anthony flicks it forward. Rashford, can he take it down? But Eriksen fighting with it, and Casemiro has it. Moves out wide to Bruno. Sticks in Marcus Rashford, who's in, but can't get it past Kepa. First real opportunity of the game for Manchester United, or for any team. It fell to United. And it's good goalkeeping from Kepa. On a positive note, I like how we are dominating a top team away from home, bringing memories back. And it is a good song, and we are playing well. We have to say we are playing well. We'll see what we see in here again. Sure been booked for that. Better not have. So he's going to be the save again. So he's just Ruben Loftus-Cheek just got completely kind of out-muscled and outnumbered. And Kepa's off his own really well. Makes himself big. Makes a really good save. Very good piece of goalkeeping there from Kepa. Very good piece of goalkeeping. I think if he stays on his line there, probably 1-0 United. He's off his own well. He closes the angle, makes himself big. As all good goalkeepers should do in that situation. Stops Marcus. Luke Shaw into Alessandro Martinez. Eriksen goes back to Varan. Lovely dummy there from Anthony. And as Bruno Fernandes picks it up on the right-hand side. Into Anthony. Casemiro. What? There's an offside being given somewhere. Bruno must have been offside. I don't know. Ridiculous. Just keep the game playing, mate. Just keep the game playing. Ball back into Chalobah. Finds Kepa. Goes long. Luke Shaw brings it down really well. Goes down the line. Looking for, not quite sure who. Maybe Rashford, but he was offside, so he just left it. Kepa has it now, just walking it forward. Rolls it in to Thiago Silva. Kepa back to Kepa. Who will then go long. Luke Shaw will easily just bring it down. Gives it into Casemiro. Who goes long, looking for Bruno Fernandes. Well won there by Thiago Silva. Mason Mount with it now. Sterling. Jorginho. Loftus-Cheek. Back to Jorginho. Turns out Luke Shaw. Facing back. But a foul has been given on one of the centre-backs for Chelsea. I think it is. Anthony's has been put into the book. So Anthony's been booked for a foul on Jorginho. That is the shittest free kick I've ever seen given. Booking for that. That's a joke. That's shocking. That's shocking piece of refereeing there. Booking Anthony for a slightly late shoulder challenge. Like, that is a joke. This is first of the game as well. I tell you what, if that's a booking, we're going to see a lot of bookings today. But I bet we don't. But it's just that shit referee doing a shit job. As Chalobah has it. Out to Aspilicueta. Silva. Mount. Looks like Kovacic might be coming on already for Chelsea. Graham Potter having words with him. Wonder who that would be for. As Rashford shoots, good save by Kepa. Very good play there from Manchester United and Marcus Rashford. Got his shot away. It's a good shot, but it's a even better save by Kepa, who pushes it wide as well. Good defending, or good goalkeeping, sorry, I should say, by Kepa. It's more like it. United dominating the game, really, away from home at Stamford Bridge. Ball out wide to Anthony. Puts the cross in. Too high for everybody, but Jadon Sancho will pick it up on the edge. Jadon Sancho shoots. Kepa easily saves. Why are we not making any overlapping crosses anymore, by the way? Tactical or lack of right players? Tactical. Essentially, the point of the system is kind of, so your two wingers provide the width, while Bruno Fernandes and Eriksen, right now is a great example. So you have Rashford, and you have your two kind of like attacking midfielders here in Eriksen and Bruno. And you can see it right now. If your game time is if you synced up your game time with mine, you then have Casemiro there, and then Dalot and Luke Shaw, in a sense, invert. Obviously, at times, the fullbacks will get wide and we'll get crosses in. But generally, that's kind of the idea. How it works, and as such, Dalot and Luke Shaw won't be in positions to be making loads of overlaps because that kind of wide space is occupied by the wingers. As Raheem Sterling puts the cross comes in for a goal kick. Mateo Kovacic is coming on. Now, I don't know if it's an injury. Ruben Loftus-Cheek. Could he be coming off? Could he be moving to right wing back? It's Cucurella off. So I imagine that means they'll go to a back three. A back four, sorry. They have, yeah. Caliber's gone alongside Silva. Jorginho playing at number 6, and Loftus-Cheek and Kovacic playing a midfield three. Be cool that from Graham Potter to move to that 4-3-3. Clearly, the game plan wasn't working for Chelsea within the back three. Be cool to take off Chilwell and Cucurella. Ballsy. I like it. I like it from Potter. He knew he identified it wasn't working and he's changed it. I don't know how well Cucurella will like that though. Kovacic has it. Looks to slide through Sterling. Aubameyang just wide. De Gea would have had it covered. But he was scrambling across the line, but it is just wide for Chelsea. Mateo Kovacic already causing problems. It was actually the chance really came from United. Luke Shaw's interception first, then Lisandro Martinez tried to clear, made a bit of a mess of it. And that's where it fell to Aubameyang, who just tried to get something on it to flick it forward. De Gea goes long. Tell you what, this might not even be a 4-3-3. This could be a diamond. Jorginho has it, moves it out wide to Raheem Sterling. He's found himself on the right hand side here. Sterling delivers. Varan heads clear. Jorginho can't bring it down. Bruno Fernandes can't either. And it's ended up going out for a goal kick to United. Yeah, it looks like he could be a bit of a diamond here for Graham Potter's Chelsea side, with Mason Mount playing in at number 10. So essentially, if it was United, that. De Gea goes to Varan. Dalot. Brilliant play here from Diogo Dalot. Surging forward for United. Looks for Bruno Fernandes. Not the greatest of passes, but United do keep it. Here is Christian Eriksen. Goes for goal from range. Just wide of the goal. I don't know if Kepa got a touch onto it. The referee says no. He's out for a goal kick. Christian Eriksen testing his luck there from range. We'll have to see it again, see how far away it really was. Not a bad effort. But if you see that replay again, you would have seen Luke Shaw in this position, in the inside channel, because he made the kind of underlapping run with Jadon Sancho keeping the width. With Eriksen was kind of here, let's say, and Luke Shaw found himself there. So almost as if they'd swapped roles. So that's kind of what I mean by the roles that Luke Shaw and Diogo Dalot play in this Manchester United team. As Rashford looks for the ball out wide but can't find it. Oh, we've given away a free kick. Caliber goes back to Kepa. Aspilicueta down the line. Eriksen wins it. Looks for the ball to Rashford, but then it will just roll into Kepa. I feel like Chelsea could try and play a little bit quicker. I think they are a little bit lethargic when they get the ball. If they tried to speed up a little bit, it would work to their advantage. But they go long, looking for Aubameyang. Rafael Varan easily wins it. Here is Loftus-Cheek, Aspilicueta, Jorginho, Kovacic, Sterling, Kovacic. Slips it through, looking for Sterling. Good interception. The ball ends up in the hands of David De Gea. But the change for Chelsea into that back four certainly working out a lot better for the home side as opposed to the free. And Raheem Sterling's got a chance. Aubameyang. I don't know if it was it great defending or was it a poor pass from Aubameyang. I'll have to see it again. Looks like it was a poor pass. It might have been a combination of the two. But United gave the ball away too easily. Mount found Raheem Sterling, who looked for Aubameyang. And I think it was Diogo Dalot sliding in that kind of put off Aubameyang. And it's out for a goal kick. Good defending from the Portuguese international. And like I say, it certainly does look at times more like a diamond for Chelsea rather than this 4-3-3. Yeah, you can see it is a diamond with Sterling and Aubameyang up top. Go on, Anthony. Anthony's in. Just wide. What a chance for United and Anthony. But he puts it wide. He's got to do better there, Anthony. A really big opportunity for the Brazilian. We'll see it again. He's got to score. He's got to score there. Huge chance goes to waste there from Anthony. Yeah, so that's how Chelsea are actually lining up now. It is a diamond with Sterling and Aubameyang. They're pulling out to the wings at times to offer a little bit more width. When the fullbacks aren't there, as Ben Chilwell comes surging down the line. Good defending from Dalot though. Is that for a throw in? Who Chilwell quickly moves it into Mateo Kovacic. Looks for Aubameyang. Good defending from Lisandro Martinez, who I think he's having a fairly. He's been all right, Martinez. I don't think it's been his best game, but certainly hasn't been bad. As Mason Mount, can he get hold of this ball? No. Good defending from Diogo Dalot. And it's out for a goal kick. And then 1 minute of injury time in the first half is over. And that being said, the first half is now over. Half time, it is Chelsea 0, Manchester United 0. I think both teams, we're fairly happy with that. I think Man United, out of the two, actually, will be the most disappointed by that, given how they were the dominant side for majority of that. But Graham Potter has changed it up. Went to the back four with the diamond. It's working much better for them. And if they keep it up like that, like they did when they changed to that, this second half's gonna be a really entertaining game. But United, there's reason to be optimistic. Anthony should have scored. You are right. But look, I'm quickly gonna go refill my glass, and I'll be just back for the second half for a little bit of a chat. So give me a second, and I'll be right back. Right, I'm back. I mean, they were just going through the highlights. Well, they're going through it here now. And yeah, Anthony really should have scored. Great opportunity for him. Well, they're going through some of Aubameyang's chances, and did he do better there? To argue maybe he should have for the first one. Ben Chilwell put a great ball in. He misreads the ball on the second one. And Dallo sliding in. He doesn't get a touch, Dallo. Aubameyang just completely misreads it. And I just think should Aubameyang, you could argue, should score both. This is the same one. And if Aubameyang takes either of those chances, this game's got a different kind of complexion to it. So it's a tough one for United, because we've had our chances, and I think we are largely, I think you can say we were the better team in that first half. However, the change in formation, what's his name? And for Chelsea, going to that back four has worked. I can't say it hasn't worked. Everton, yeah, they were great today. 3-0, weren't it? I mean, I said it would be 1-0, I'm pretty sure. But Dominic Calvert-Lewin, what a bloke. Alex Iwobi as well. He's some guy. He's really good. But on the United game, I was just saying about how United in the first half were probably the better of the two sides. I think this kind of just shows that. 8 shots to 3, 1 on target to 4, 54% of the ball, and that's for a team that we're away from home. Like, United have been really good again today, and 0-0 flatters them, not us. I haven't seen the actual highlights of the goals yet, so I don't know. I haven't seen them, but I saw kind of what was going on Twitter, and obviously I saw the goals as they came in on Sky Sports Soccer Saturday. Yeah, Calvert-Lewin back in the goals. Now he's back fit, and what can you say? Playing well. Tell you what, I forgot Divock Origi played. Not only did he play today, he scored. Roy Keane's been having a little moan on Sky as per. Essentially saying Marcus Rashford's first chance of the game, should have scored, and Cristiano Ronaldo would have scored it. I mean, Ronaldo maybe 2 years ago, 3 years ago, might have scored it. I think he scored it anymore, given that he missed open goals against Ammonia. That's not a dig on Ronaldo. I mean, the whole Ronaldo fiasco, it bores me. Like, is Ronaldo a good player? Yes, he's fine. He's a good player. Is he as good as people like to make out he is. No, he's not. Like, you put him in Man City's team, he will score a lot of goals for you. There's no doubt about that. But there aren't many teams like Man City where you can just do that. And unless you put him in that team, I don't see a team that he really works for. I don't think he would work for Man City. For Liverpool, sorry. PSG, I'm not sure. We're in their current states. And yes, maybe you can take a Ronaldo. You can put him to Bayern, for example. And Bayern would slightly change the way they play. Get Ronaldo to work. But no team wants to do that. No, and why would you? Why would they want to do that? Why would you want to change the way you play to accommodate a 36-year-old that isn't the player he once was, is getting worse, and visibly is getting worse, and potentially kind of ruin your long-term future for 1 or 2 years of good goal scoring when you could get the... I think you could get a similar rate from a player who hasn't had the maybe as pristine career, or no one's gonna have a career as pristine as Ronaldo's, really, are they? But someone who's a little less known, I think you can get him to put up similar numbers at this point for Ronaldo. One of the big reasons why you would get Ronaldo is that leadership, is that kind of being a role model. But his behaviour and his attitude at United this season has proven he's not even that at this point. Like, some role model walking off and refusing to come on. That's a terrible attitude. That's not just an attitude problem. That's awful. Right, so second half is going to get underway any second now. By the looks of it, no changes at half time. United players are walking out. No changes. Now, I think this is going to be really interesting, how United come out and play in this second half. So, as I said, as we said in the first half, United, the opening 35 minutes, were by far the better team. They went to a back four, Chelsea, brought Mateo Kovacic on, and Chelsea's performance took a big step up. And obviously, the change in system would have been a big part of that. Now, what has Erik ten Hag said at half time? Have we made any kind of like tactical adjustments ourselves to try and beat the new system of Chelsea's? Eriksen picks the ball up there, but Bruno Fernandes loses it, and here comes Ruben Loftus-Cheek, surging forward here. Moves it out wide to Raheem Sterling. Up against Luke Shaw. Finds Jorginho, who puts a poor ball into the box, and Casemiro can easily clear. Eriksen heads it forward, looking for Rashford. Thiago Silva's flying out the back line to win it. Luke Shaw can get it down and under. Moves it into Jadon Sancho, who's got Azpilicueta on his back, but goes into Shaw. But the linesman said it's gone out of play. I'm not sure that's even went out. So dodgy officiating there, me. Aspilicueta will take the throw in. But I mean, generally, I'm quite happy with the United performance so far. I mean, as I've said before, so often in these sort of games, we've gone into half time 2-0 down, 3-0 down, and the game's over at that point before it's even begun. Whereas right now, it's still 0-0. The best chances of the game really have fallen for United in Anthony and Rashford. So I'm quite happy. It's a bit concerned that we haven't done much since the change to a back, but since they've changed to the back four. However, second half, let's see. Let's hope for a better reaction to the back four. And Anthony's now chasing after the ball. Kepa's off his line really well and deals with it. But that could have been really dangerous for Manchester United. Had Kepa not been so proactive and got off his line, the ball from Bruno Fernandes was really a good one, really. Chilwell goes back into Kepa. And this is where United will want Chelsea to try and be playing it. Round the back. Forcing them to try either go long and turn the ball over, or try and win the ball high up. And here is Aspilicueta into Kovacic, goes into Kepa, who is forced to go long. And Casemiro wins the first ball, but gives away the second ball to Chilwell, who can now bring it forward for Chelsea. Mount on the overlap. Diego Dalot and Casemiro between them make the tackle out for a thrown to United. Mason Mount saying, no, how can that be? Saying that's fucking shit. He's not happy at all, Mason Mount, but Casemiro seemed quite confident about it the whole time, so I back the referee. Ball down the line. Eriksen, can he get hold of it? No. Ruben Loftus-Cheek can. Shoots from the edge of the box. I think it's taking a deflection. And it's out for a corner to Chelsea. 3 minutes into this second half. Still 0-0. But Chelsea looking dangerous still. Ruben Loftus-Cheek there was the one with the shot. Affected out. And it is going to be a corner for Chelsea. Fred's receiving instructions from Erik ten Hag. It looks like he'll be coming on pretty soon. Wonder who that will be for. Would it? You imagine it will be for an Eriksen? I actually think it could be for a Sancho. You know, Sancho might come off. Eriksen moves to number 10. Bruno Fernandes moves out to the left, and Fred drops in alongside Casemiro. Obviously, we've seen Ten Hag do similar things this season before, so it wouldn't be that much of a surprise. I'd be surprised if it's Eriksen or Bruno coming off, to say the least. So if I had to guess what's going to happen, it would be Sancho, who's been fairly quiet today. There he is, Sancho, and he gives the ball away. Good tackle by Shaw. Can United get hold of it? In our ideal world, you'd be able to move Rashford out wide. Because I think he's been brilliant through the middle today. He's not been bad, but not been brilliant. But obviously, we don't really have that luxury without both Anthony Martial and Cristiano Ronaldo, not Christian, Cristiano. As Varan has it here. He goes into Lisandro Martinez. Lovely ball into Luke Shaw. Now Sancho is wide, and that's kind of what this is the example of the underlapping and the Luke Shaw coming more central, and that's a poor pass. It was a poor pass from Shaw, looking for the underlap of Luke Shaw. And is this the sub? And it is the sub. And it is Jadon Sancho off for Fred. But as I said, I imagine this will mean we'll see Bruno Fernandes Move out wide. Ericsson will go into number 10. Fred will drop in alongside Casemiro. There we go. Tell you what, stats, you'll have to be concerned for Sancho, because another quiet game from Jadon. Been subbed off 50 minutes in. Generally, I think he had a fairly poor game. And here is Bruno. Finds Luke Shaw. Back into Bruno Fernandes. On this left-hand side now. Puts the cross in. Trevor Chalobah gets a good, strong header onto it. And it's out wide. But Anthony will pick it up before any Chelsea player can. Looks for Ericsson, who can't quite get hold of it. And it's in Kepa's hands now. Slightly better needed there from United. The ball goes out wide. Ben Chilwell, who'll drive forward with it here. Will chip it down the line, looking for Aubameyang. But De Gea has it and quickly rolls it into Luke Shaw. To Bruno, back to Shaw. Good defending there from Jorginho up against Fred. Very sure. Goes into Lisandro Martinez. Goes home to David De Gea. Dalot into Varan. Varan, nice ball into Luke Shaw. And can United now break? Marcus Rashford made a good run. He finds him. Here is Rashford. He's moved over to the left-hand side up against Chalobah. Looks for Bruno Fernandes. He finds him. The goal kick, though. That's poor from Manchester United there. I was surprised Rashford made the pass. I thought Bruno made a good run to kind of distract Chalobah and allow Marcus Rashford to cut in. Go... Actually, not cut in, sorry. It would be cut out towards the edge of the box to create that little bit of space between him and the defender, and then try and get the shot away and test Kepa. But not the decision he made, and it should have been a corner. It is a goal kick, which United, can we get hold of straight away? Probably there's a foul by Sterling on Casemiro. Definitely is, given that fact Anthony was booked earlier on for the exact same, well, for less, really. And the referee has given a free kick. But where's Sterling's booking? Anthony got booked. Where's Sterling's? The long ball, looking for Rashford. Good defending by Aspilicueta. Bruno can't find Ericsson with a flick on. Shaw takes it down to Casemiro, who gets it out wide to Diogo Dalot, who has inverted here. Good play here from Diogo Dalot. The round kind of just outbodied there. Fred wins the ball, but the referee gives a free kick. This referee is an absolute joke. My God, mate, the game's not all about you, lad. Get a decision right. Yeah, I go Silva. Looking for the ball out wide. Anthony got something on it and gone out for a throw-in for Chelsea. Good play, though, there from Anthony. Allows United to kind of get bodies up around Chelsea and try and box them in a little bit. But not really work. And Aubameyang through here. Varan committed himself but didn't get the ball. Aubameyang versus Lisandro Martinez. Casemiro is the one that makes the tackle. Aubameyang did really well there up against both Varan and Lisandro Martinez, and Sterling really messes up there at the back stick. Bruno Fernandes is surely fouled. Referee says no, and now is giving it. And then the referee ran away. Where's he run to? check on Varan. He was down and stayed down. This isn't good. This isn't looking good for Varan. We know he's slightly injury prone. See what's happened here. I don't think it's a real injury. I think he has just kind of landed a little bit awkwardly and probably hurt himself due to the impact. Hopefully he's going to be all right. I wouldn't imagine something too serious. Whether or not he'll be able to kind of continue tonight, I'm not 100% sure about. But it shouldn't be something that would rule him out for a while. And you'd hope doesn't ruin his chance of playing at the World Cup. In a few weeks' time? See Victor Lindelof warming up and looks like he is going to have to come on. Looks like Varan might be getting stretchered off. Really looks in some discomfort there, Rafael Varan. He looks like he's about trying to get up there, but just been told to sit back down. Just wait there. It almost looks like a comedy fall from Varan. Alessandro Martinez there. Alongside his centre-back partner. He's worried for him. Crawling his way back up onto his feet. He's crying, Varan. Sandro trying to console him. But the United players are getting around him. Heartbreak for Rafael Varan, but look at the group. That is what you like to see. All the United players gathering round. Varan is off for Lindelof. Like I said, I didn't think it looked that bad. He did get up in the end and walk down the tunnel himself, which is a good sign that he wasn't actually stretchered off. Lindelof is on now. Aubameyang. Lindelof, good block, and it's out for a throw-in for United for Chelsea. Like I say, it's not good to see Varan go off, but the fact that he did walk off himself in the end hopefully suggests it's not a serious one, and it's just something that he might miss a game, and it's not something that he'll end up missing the World Cup because of. Ball comes in, Lindelof heads clear. So there we go. So I've sorted the subs. Rashford wins the first ball. Chelsea keeping it alive though. But can United now counter-attack? Bruno Fernandes gets there. Bruno Fernandes on the counter-attack. Finds Fred. Not Fred of all people. Moves it out wide to Anthony. A bad pass from Fred. It's behind Anthony. Has allowed Chelsea to get numbers back. Fred. Fred shoots. Always curling wide though. Always curling wide. See this effort again from Fred. It's all, yes, it's a poor one really. Should find Luke Shaw in the overlap. Don't know who Fred thinks he is. Caliber. He'll go long. Mount wins the first ball. Lissandro Martinez is across though and gets there before Raheem Sterling can. It's a poor ball from Lissandro Martinez, and Silva can easily just knock it into Chalobah. They make a little bit of a mess of it, but they do get it into Kepa, who can cross-field ball looking for Chilwell, who tries to keep it on but can't. Chelsea really making a pig's ear of that. And despite having 3 subs left, we can only, because while you can have 5 subs now in the Premier League, you can only do 5 in 3 slots. So essentially, if United want to use all 5 of their subs, we will have to see a triple change next time we make one. Whereas Chelsea, while they've made 1 change, they still obviously have 2 subs available to make. 2 opportunities to make more subs. Dallows does well there. Finds Casemiro. Back to Casemiro. United trying to play it out from the back in our own penalty area. Can we not, please? Obviously go back to Kepa. Him with it now. He'll flick it long, looking for Kovacic, who can't bring it down and is out for a throw-in for United. Come on then. Let's be having you, Chelsea. Come on, attack us. Let's get the counter-attack on. Diego Dalot will take the throw in here. Can we create something for once? And look, this is the problem I said we could have. Marcus Rashford, I don't think he's had a great game at number 9 as our centre forward. And we have nobody on the bench that can come on to change the game. With no Ronaldo, with no Anthony Martial. You ain't bringing on a Alanga or a Garnacho or Palestri into a game like this. Palestri's never played a Premier League minute. You don't bring Palestri on in this sort of game to try and change it. And I don't think you bring on is Alanga better than Anthony? No. So I'm not sure what you really do here from a United perspective, or at least defensive, at least going forward. Defensively, I assume you might bring on a Alanga and you might bring on a McTominay if you have a 1-goal lead to defend, but we don't have that at the moment, and we're not really creating much. As it goes, Chelsea will be pretty happy with how this second half is going. And they'll be happy that United don't have a Cristiano Ronaldo to bring on. Not even just for the presence that Ronaldo would bring, but allowing Marcus Rashford to be moved out onto the left wing. Rashford's gone down now, and he's holding his leg quite high on his leg. I don't know if if he was grabbing his knee. He's still down, or is he all right? Good defending there by Luke Shaw. It's out for a corner for Chelsea. Marcus Rashford's back on his feet. He's all right. No need to worry about Marcus. He's back on his feet. He's absolutely fine. So if you guys are enjoying the stream, please do hit that like button below and subscribe if you are new and you haven't already. That would be greatly appreciated. And please do share the stream on your socials and with your friends and family, whatever. That would be greatly appreciated. As Ben Chilwell delivers from the corner, Varan gets a strong header clear. Ball goes back into the box. Bruno Fernandes will just clear it and launch it long. Aspilicueta heads it back forward. I can't quite get it under. But Chelsea can, and here is Trevor Chalobah. Out to Mason Mount. Mount with it. They 1v1 with Fred. Wants someone to overlap him, but he gets out wide really well there, Mount. Good ball in. Lisandro Martinez won the header. Bruno Fernandes just clearing his lines really there. Don't think Bruno's really playing well since he's moved out to this left-hand side. I think actually since Sancho's been taken off, United look worse. And here comes Eriksen with it. Finds Bruno Fernandes, who's come central. Looks to play it through to Rashford. Good defender from Chalobah. And look, when Bruno Fernandes is able to come central, he looks better. And Anthony's just done his trademark spin with absolutely no one around him. Eriksen looks for Rashford. Good defending from Chelsea. Just blasting it clear. And here is De Gea. Moves it into Victor Lindelof. Can he bring it forward, or will he just go out wide to Anthony? And you can see Diogo Dalot there. He's inverted. Has come central. De Gea looks for Anthony. It's a good ball out, and Dalot finds Rashford. Is that not a foul? This referee's a fucking joke. That's not a foul, but Anthony gets booked for a shoulder to shoulder. Here is Kovacic. Lovely turn from Mount. Lisandro Martinez is there with a good tackle. Casemiro, Eriksen to Fred, who looks to turn but can't. Eriksen finds Anthony. Can United bring a counter-attack here? Anthony up against Chilwell. Anthony goes back into Christian Eriksen. Casemiro. Fred. Back to Casemiro. We're approaching the 70th minute mark. It is still Chelsea 0, Manchester United 0. Bruno Fernandes wins a free kick. And you've got to book him. You've got to book him, ref. If you booked Anthony for what he did, for his shoulder to shoulder, you've got to book Aspilicueta for that. He gets nowhere near the ball. He's just kicking out. I don't make the rules. The referee, if you're booking Anthony for a slightly late shoulder to shoulder, you've got to book him. You've got to book Aspilicueta for that. Bruno, lovely ball into Fred, who gives it away. Just take it under and turn. And it's out to Sterling here. 1v1 with Lindelof. Good tackle from Casemiro. And United can now go again. Here is Fred. Casemiro. What is that pass? Lovely pass from Casemiro to Thiago Silva. It's a shame you ain't playing for Brazil, lad. Bruno Fernandes will chase the ball down. And here is Loftus-Cheek. Into Jorginho. Kovacic. To Sterling. Then Chilwell. Sterling. Kovacic. Jorginho. Lovely ball back out to Raheem Sterling here. Looks to get the cross in. Good defending from Diogo Dalot. And it's out for a corner for Chelsea. And as long as United can deal with the balls in from Chelsea, I do think it's a good opportunity for United to counter-attack. Essentially score themselves. Similarly to what we did last year at Stamford Bridge with Sancho and Rashford. And if crosses like that come in, then we're going to deal with them every single time. That's really poor ball in from, I think it was Mason Mount. Aspilicueta goes home to Kepa. And they go long. Mount wins the first ball. Only out for a throw-in for United. Bloody hell. Sorry. Getting tired. There's a long ball. Bruno Fernandes takes it down. Well, looks at Rashford might have gone out to the left. Right now, he's certainly wider than Bruno Fernandes is. Looks as if maybe Bruno Fernandes has gone central alongside Eriksen and Rashford's gone out to the left. Like that. Maybe it is just kind of like a 2. Four, 2, 4. But the two strikers are cams, attacking midfielders, and whenever one drops to get the ball, the other one kind of spins in, or like the wingers will make the runs inside, and the 2 number 10s kind of just sit and kind of fill in space if and when needed. As Chalobah wins the header from a corner, and it skims the top of the crossbar. Chelsea coming close there. Much better ball in this time from Mason Mount. And Fred was Fred's man. He might have even got the slightest of touches on it. Who's the biggest whiner? Calling me a whiner? Or are we talking like Bruno? Bruno Fernandes. As Aubameyang comes off. Is that for Christian Pulisic? It is for Christian Pulisic. Pulisic is on for Chelsea. An interesting change. Not the one I would have made, but an interesting one. I assume Kai Havertz is on the Chelsea bench. He is. And so is Armando Broja. Those two would have came on before Christian Pulisic for me. But look, we have got 15 minutes left of this game. It is still 0-0. The second half has been a lot tighter than the first. Chelsea just edging the possession. The shots. Neither of us have had a shot on target yet, as Luke Shaw has it and looks to drive down the line. Looks for Rashford, who is on this left-hand side, who goes back into Lisandro Martinez. Cross to Lindelof. Back to Martinez. I think United at this point will be happier of the two teams for the singular point. However, I do believe both teams will believe they can get all 3. As Casemiro plays a really poor pass forward, and I think definitely it is Bruno Fernandes now playing as that central, that kind of the number 9, as Bruno Fernandes picks it up on the left hand side here, goes for goal from range. Kepa saves it, but it's out for a corner. And that's kind of what I mean about Kepa. For me, Kepa should hold that. For me, that's a simple save. And a save, Kepa shouldn't be pushing out for a corner. This has become such a boring game. Both teams don't deserve to win. I think as the game goes on, it will either open up or get even tighter, because either one team will try and win it, or both teams will try and win it, or both teams will be happy to get the point. But yeah, in this second half especially, I think it has just kind of been a case of making sure you don't lose. We don't have a link. I am watching it on Sky. Bruno Fernandes. He's not even offside. Bruno wasn't even offside. Like I just said, we don't have a link, so stop constantly just asking for the same thing, or you will be timed out. You'll be able to message again in 5 minutes. You're gonna ask the same thing, then you'll be timed out again. Hello goes into Casemiro, who gets it out wide to Luke Shaw. And you can see there, Rashford's definitely playing on the left wing now. It's Bruno Fernandes. What is that, lad? What is that? Please say that took a deflection. Please say that took a deflection. It didn't. It didn't take a deflection. What on earth was that from Bruno Fernandes? As Chukwuemeka and Armando Broja are about to come on for Chelsea. Very strange. Very strange subs for me. Don't get bringing Chukwuemeka on. But he hardly even played for Villa when he was there. And yet he's going to be playing first team for Chelsea. Oh, you can't get Palestri's not played a single minute in Premier League football. Like, I don't think you can bring Palestri on. So Sterling is making way for Broja. And I don't know if... Well, Loftus-Cheek. Loftus-Cheek makes way for Chukwuemeka. Ericsson moves it into Anthony. United on the counter attack here. Anthony too slow, but a good run here from Ericsson. Crap ball in. It's a really poor ball in. Out for a goal kick. 11 minutes to go here in this game. Alanga and Scott McTominay are coming on. Langer and McTominay. So, Ericsson is off for McTominay. And Rashford's off. So is Alanga going up top? Or is Bruno staying up top? Bruno's up top. So Langer's gone up to the left. Midfield 3, like that. Striker is Bruno. Fred won't be number 10. We just won't play with a 10. But yeah, so that's how we'll finish this game. We can't make any more subs. Diego Dallo driving forward with it. Good defender from Jorginho. I just feel like get a few more shots in. I'm not sure how I feel about Bruno Fernandes at striker either. But I guess with no Ronaldo, it's the best of a bad bunch, isn't it? Mount has it. McTominay with a good tackle. Here is McTominay. Anthony, lovely flick. Casemiro sits down Chukwuemeka. Goes back into Diego Dallo. Lindelof. The last 8 minutes, hopefully, United can find the all-important goal to win this game. Here is Shaw. To Fred. Alanga. Alanga hoping for the run of Fred, but he never made it. And here is Chukwuemeka driving forward. Looks for the ball up wide to Armando Broja. Up against Lisandro Martinez. Broja, good tackle from Martinez. That's that for a throw-in for Chelsea. But it's like I said, though, Fred and McTominay will get forward. It will be a 4-3-3. Casemiro sitting, and those two will get forward. Aspilicueta finds Pulisic, who drives it across. Good block. Corner for Chelsea. We're alright. We're alright. We're alright. Broja is good in the air. But we've got McTominay in there. Deal with it. Chilwell delivers the corner. Broja's gone down. Referee's given a penalty. The referee is a fucking joke. This referee is a joke. He's given a penalty against McTominay. Fuck off. This referee is a joke. What is McTominay doing? It's not, look, it's not good for McTominay, but that happens every single game, in every game that happens. Every game. What a joke. And it says penalty for Chelsea. Laughable. Absolutely laughable. I can't believe it. He's given a penalty for that. But I'm not surprised at all, because I said ages ago, when Anthony got booked, I said that before the start of the game even, that this referee was shit. And what a shocking decision to make. Something that happens in every penalty box, up and down the country, in every single game. Never gets given, but he gives it. Gives it. But yet, when it's happened everywhere else on the pitch, he's fucking ignored it. When a Chelsea player's done it. Absolute joke. Bruno Fernandes having a word with David De Gea there. Go on, David. Jorginho often goes to his left, or the goalkeeper's right. Come on, David. Dive left. Fake to go right, go left. Jorginho scores the penalty. A joke. It's a joke. It's a good penalty from Jorginho. Puts it into the corner of the net. It's a great penalty, but it shouldn't have been a penalty. Absolute joke. Turns the hair the wrong way. Not much really De Gea could have done there. For fuck's sake. And from nothing, Chelsea have got to win. Absolute joke. And look, all the Ronaldo fanboys will be going, this is why you don't drop Ronaldo, but let's be real. That decision to give a penalty is shocking. I mean, I don't know why McTominay's grabbing hold of him. Like, but at the same time, that happens every game. Every game that happens. We see that every game up and down the country. And they don't give him. But, like I said, this referee's a fucking joke. But, what can you say? Will he be punished? No, he won't. It was Wan-Bissaka last season, now McTominay. Like, fucking Fred is shit. He is shit. Fuck off, Aspilicueta, you dick. Who's he booking now? He's booked Shaw. This referee's a fucking joke. Fuck him. Bloody hell. And look, Graham, you got to give it to Graham Potter. He got it right. He made a big call, to change to the back four, goes to the 4-3-3 when the three weren't working, and United just haven't really reacted to it. There's going to be 6 minutes of added time, and that's about right. Given how long Varan was down injured. Actually, no, it doesn't. It should be way longer. If you think about it, most games without a long injury get 4 minutes of added time. Varan must have been down for at least 5 minutes. So, how is it only 6? I'm shocked that it's only 6 minutes. How can it only be 6 minutes? Go on, Alanga. Langer, brilliant running here. That's a red. You've got to send him off, ref. You've got to send him off. You've got to send that off. Oh, that challenge, apparently, is the same as a shoulder to shoulder. Shocking. This is a joke. The long ball forward. Thiago Silva wins the header. Cleared away. Fred. Moves it up to Shaw. Lovely ball into Alanga. Puts it across. How has no one touched it? The ball has gone past 3 United players. He's taking the piss. Dallo puts the cross in. How has nobody scored? It's quality play from Alanga. It's a good ball in and just nobody gets on the end of it. Ball into the box. Anthony flicks it on. Alanga. Come on. Shaw delivers. The back post. Surely. Yes! It's gone in! I don't know who scored it. Bruno, is it Casemiro? I'm not sure. But we've scored. We've equalised in the last minute. Who was it? I think it's Casemiro. Come on. It's Casemiro. In added time, he gets his first goal for United. At the death. United are level, and it's through Casemiro. Kepa and Chelsea are fuming. What a moment. How has this happened? The ball comes in, and Casemiro wins the header. Kepa's flapping at it. And that doesn't look over the line, but it does. They freeze framed it at the back at the wrong time. Kepa, should he save that? He gets a hand to it, but he can't stop it from crossing the line. United won, Chelsea won. Goal line technology says it's a goal. Why are they free framing this? We've got technology that literally calculates if the whole ball has crossed the line. I don't care what the cameras or the commentators tried to tell me. The goal does stand, as it rightfully should. Come on, can we get a winner? McTominay, by the way, is essentially playing up top now. Just to let you know. McTominay is essentially playing as a striker. Go away, Broga. Casemiro at the depth. What a time to score. I tell you what, Luke Shaw, what a ball in, by the way, from that guy. And Casemiro scores his first goal in a United shirt. Full time is seconds away. What a performance. What a result. It looked as if we'd been stolen, robbed of a point. Casemiro shakes his head. He knows United could have won this game. And maybe with a better official, we would have won it through that Casemiro goal. However, you go into this sort of a game, you against a team that are very, very good. They're at the top of their game. Look at the league table. And you can see the GDS system there. The whole ball has crossed the line. It is a goal. You can see the league table there. How close it is. You take a point. You take a point in this sort of a game. It's a huge game. You take what you can get. If you can get a point at Stamford Bridge, you take it. It was a big, big game. Graham Potter is a great coach. United weren't at their very, very best after Potter changed it to the 4. But we got the point. In difficult circumstances, we're missing some key attackers and forwards in the likes of Martial, Ronaldo. But we got the job done in a sense. We got the point that was kind of the minimum we wanted. As such, we take that. Not the ideal result because we feel like we could have won. And like I said, on another day, better refereeing decision, we could have won and we would have won. But Casemiro first goal, a point at Stamford Bridge against Chelsea. It's not the end of the world. It's not an unbelievable result, but it's not a bad result either. We take a 1-1 at Chelsea. But look, that is going to be it from me over on the watch along. There is in the description down below, you will see the link to the Let's Talk, where we'll go over and we'll do player ratings and talk about the game a little bit. So please do tune in over there. Like I said, link to that is in the description down below. If you have enjoyed the watch along, please do hit that like button and subscribe if you are new and you haven't already. That would be greatly appreciated, and it helps to get this ticker going up and up and up, which is lovely to see. And I think that's about it. But yeah, please do tune in over on the Let's Talk. We'll be live over there in about 5 minutes. So please do tune in for that. Anyway, like I said, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one in a bit.